how's everybody been? I know it's been a while. Y'all haven't seen me in a minute. Hope y'all are good. As for me, life has been lifing. some good ones, some not so good ones, but I'm here and just want to check
I don't know why that's. Let me turn this down a little bit.
in with everybody. Is it too late to say Happy New Year? I don't know. Well, you know what? We just got the Chinese New Year just came upon us. So I'm going to say it. Happy New Year. But I hope y'all are doing well. And I was just sitting here and I had a thought. Y'all remember a couple of years ago when I launched that podcast to honor my dad and talked about my dad, and I was interviewing people like Cedric the Entertainer, Monique, and the cast of his TV show, and we had a real good time. What y'all don't know is that there were some people behind the scenes who sabotaged it, which is why it had to end and hadn't been in production since then. But I really enjoyed it, and y'all are still letting me know that y'all miss it and would like me to start it. I'm thinking, though, this time around, if I revamp it, I think I'm not going to be so PC. I think I'll talk about some stuff that y'all don't know about, especially some stuff that has happened since my dad's death that a whole lot of people, I know they don't want me to talk about. But I think I've been quiet for too long, and I think it's time to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. What y'all think? Who you with? Let me know. But no, I got great feedback on my last video, and I got a lot of, girl, where you been? What's been going on? A lot. I've moved, I've become an empty nester, just all kind of stuff, and just been in a space of transition. Coupled that with everything going on around in this world, it's a lot, as I'm sure it's a lot for all of y'all. But being in this like extended time of transitions, I've just been thinking a lot, and my dad has been on my mind a lot, which, I know those of you who've lost loved ones, that person is never not on your mind or heart. But I think most especially about the transitioning in the aftermath of his passing and watching how people have been moving since he's been gone, and how, he used to always say, if you ever want to be loved, you ever want to be special, just die. Everybody love a dead man. And watching how there are so many people who love to profess how much they love my dad, and knowing how grimy and dirty they are behind closed doors when it comes to him, has just been wild. Like, I can especially say it because I'm going to tell y'all, I have been treated the worst I've ever been treated in my life since my father's been dead. By people you would not ever expect it to be. But let some cameras turn on and they're going to cry and they're going to tell you how much, oh, I love him so much. Oh, I just love him so much. And even the people who haven't outrightly participated in the cruelty, they've just kind of sat back like, that's messed up. But then they'll turn around and be kikiing with the people who've been cruel. And honestly, a lot of people I ain't even heard from since my dad died. And we talking people I've known, grew up knowing. Even in the industry, there are people, who will get on and say how much they love my dad. And then behind closed doors, that's it. And I'm not saying people need to martyr themselves to someone who's passed away, but it's wild because a lot of those people know if they had gone first, my dad would have been there for them. And they know who they are. Like, everything I'm saying, folks know I'm not lying. They know I'm telling the truth. They know who they are. And it's just wild to see because why you faking? Why you fronting? I'd respect you more if you just came up and said, I never liked him. Because you couldn't love him and turn around and behave the way that you behave. You just couldn't. I don't know. And it's just got me thinking a lot about, I'm 2 years away from reaching my dad's, last earthly age. And it just got me thinking about my life and what would be left in the aftermath of my passing for my daughter, and what kind of life I want to keep living. And it's just funny. Life be that way sometimes, though, don't it?
I'm going to say this in regards to Janice. One thing about this entertainment industry that I've noticed, and I'm from the South Side of Chicago, as well as Bernie Mac. Also, a little bit of history. Two people won the Miller Lite Championship from the South Side of Chicago. I'm one, and the other one was Bernie Mac. But enough about me. The entertainment industry is very fake. The friendships and relationships that you see amongst these people is fake. The entertainment industry is very much so, what can you do for me? When you are hot in this industry, your phone will ring off of the hook and you become everybody's brother. This is why I don't think Bernie, when Bernie was alive and doing his thing, Bernie wasn't really messing with a lot of guys, man. Bernie knew what it was, and this is just the game. And unfortunately for Janice, I'm sure people are probably not picking up the phone. They're not acting the way they were acting when her father was alive. That's because she is of no value to them. You see what I'm saying? So that's the game. But when you get into entertainment, you learn that, over a period of time. You come in green, you get a little funny, you get some heat, you think everybody is your friend. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. People are using you. They are using you to their own gain. And that's just the entertainment business. I got to work with Dick Gregory when I was a younger comic, and I would often ask Dick, I say, do you talk to Bill Cosby? Do you talk to Richard Pryor? And he would always say, I don't talk to entertainers. I don't talk to entertainers. Huh? And I understand that now because he understands that these relationships are very, very fickle. And one thing about it, and I tell my son this often, nobody loves you outside the four walls of this house, right? I'm a man with no friends. I don't really have friends, right? And it's okay, right? It's just what you guys on this chat are my friends. I don't really have friends. And that's fine with me because I understand the nature. And then as you get older as a man, you just really don't want to be bothered with nobody. You don't want to make new relationships with other men. It's just what it is. You've made enough of those relationships in your 20s and maybe a few in your 30s, but it goes downhill, especially after 40. You like, man, no, please don't call me, man. Don't call me, don't text, nigga. We're not friends. We're not friends. And this is just what it is. But unfortunately for Janice, and I'm gonna try to reach out to Janice and give her a call because when I was in when I was at Xavier, she had introduced me to her dad, and her dad he dabbed me up or whatever and told me to do comedy from my heart. And it's what it is, man. I mean, and then most of these people, and that's another thing too in life, man. Most of these people that you want to be fresh for, you want to get the car for, you want to be cool with and shit, they not coming to your funeral. They don't care. If you get sick, these people are not coming to help you. So it's just what it is. I would just tell everybody, man, stand on your square, live in your truth, live in your moment. And, and as Bernie Mac once said, if they don't like you, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. They don't motherfucking like you. As he said that's real. But shout out to Janice. And if she sees this, I'm definitely going to be reaching out because she's also my alumni. But I'm gonna hit her up definitely. And for them people to sabotage her podcast, that's crazy to me. But yeah, it's a fake industry. I mean, like being a comedian, if I was drowning in quicksand and there were other comedians around and they saw me drowning in the quicksand and my head, like the sand is up here, my head is right here. My only expectation of them would be for them to put their foot on top of my head. At least with that expectation, I can go down with pride and dignity and not, be begging for the help. But that's the nature of entertainment. It's a nasty, ugly game. If you want to make friends, make ice cream. Who said that? They said if you want to make friends, make ice cream. And I'm pretty sure even in the ice cream business, there's probably some hate and some jealousy over there as well. So very, very interesting.